my life from the city, and there's no easy way out. The day's moving just too fast for me. I need some time in the sunshine. I gotta slow it right down. The day's moving just too fast for me. I live my life by the stars that shine. People say it's just a waste of time. When they said I should keep my head, well, that to me was just a day in bed. Gonna take my car and I'll drive real far. Not concerned about the way we are. But in my mind, my dreams are real. Now you're concerned about the way I feel tonight. I'm a rock and roll star. Tonight, I'm a rock and roll star. How's it going, folks? This is Wayne Hart, back with another tutorial and an amazing song as always. Today we're looking at Oasis and Rock'n'Roll Star, probably the best opening track to a debut album of all time. Well, this one and Wanna Be Adored probably isn't much in it, but this is an amazing song, and it's continuing my little series celebrating, you know, the 30th anniversary of Definitely Maybe this year. 30 years, can't believe that. Such an amazing album, probably the reason for why I do what I do now. Very sort of influential album. It's influenced a lot of bands along the way. You know, we've had a lot of great bands come from that. But as I said, such an amazing album. So if you caught a lot of my other lessons, I'm celebrating that album by doing a lot of, not the obvious ones, the singles, probably more the album tracks. And I've already done Bring It On Down, Up in the Sky, if you want to go and check those out. But this lesson is Rock'n'Roll Star. As I said, the best opener to an album of all time, in my opinion. So there we go. Now, if you do want the chords, lyrics and strumming pattern to this, I'll post them up on my Patreon page. As always, there's a link to that in the description, and I'll also put a link in the comments. And the way that works, you just click on the link, sign up for as little as a couple of quid a month or however much you want to pledge. It's all very much appreciated. All generally goes back into the lessons. And it gives you guys access to not only this song, pretty much everything I've done over the past, coming up to 3 years now. So there's a lot of content up there. There's also some exclusive videos. There's a lot of videos from the archive. And also stuff to coincide with the technique lessons I've done. So if you're into the scales and blues stuff, go and check it out. So there's a link in the description, a link in the comments. And as I said, I want to put these lessons out again. I've already done a lot of the Oasis ones, but I want to celebrate that album, and I want to get people, you know, sort of playing these songs and celebrating themselves, you know, because it's such a great album. So there we go. If you don't want to sign up to the Patreon thing, another way that you could show your appreciation, I've got a new feature, which is a super thanks link. It's just under the video there. You can click on that, make a small donation again. Very much appreciated. Thanks everyone who's subscribed and continues to do so. Now, if you haven't done already, a further way you could help me out and yourselves out by keeping up to date with the videos is hitting that little notification bell that's down there. And if you want to, please go over and check out my social media pages. So that's Wayne R Guitar on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and now also TikTok, as you always say. I'm trying to get down with the kids. And if you want to give me a follow on Facebook, I am actually doing a little tour this year celebrating this album, playing the album in full acoustically. So all the information will be up on my Facebook page, so go and check that out. Anyway, that's enough of me rambling. Without further ado, let's get to it. Okay, so the song is in standard tuning, but for this version, as you can see, you're going to want the capo up on the 2nd fret, okay? Just while we're talking about capos, I'd like to give the G7th Capo company a quick plug. I've had this capo for about 3 years now. I don't know if you can see that. It's got my name sort of inscripted on the top. This is a Performance 3 model. I've also got the Performance 2 model in silver. You've probably seen that in other videos. I've had that for the best part of 15 years. But what I'll say, I'm not any sort of endorsement deal or anything like that. They're just great capos. They were kind enough to send me one. But they're great, light, reliable, durable capos. So if you're after a good, strong capo that's going to last you a long time, I'll put a link to that in the description below. So that's a G7th Capo. Okay, so if you want to do the intro to this, just strum an A chord. Okay, and then we're going to bend the 4th fret on the G. bend it back down, go off to the 2nd fret, and then we're going to go on the string above on the D, 2, 4, 2, 4 on the G, strum the A chord again, and then bend the 4th fret on the G, and then go to the 2nd fret, okay? You don't have to put that in, it's just makes it sound like the intro, I think, a little bit more. Okay, anyway, so when we get into the chords, we're going to start with an A chord, going into a D sus2 chord. Now what I do a sort of a little lift off the A chord, taking it on and off, so what we get is this. Okay, so we do that twice, and then we're going to go to a B minor, G, and then back to the A, and the D sus2, okay? Okay, so I'm just going to sing that verse through so you can see how all that sort of gels together. So starting with the A chord, we got there, I live my life in the city, and there's no easy way out. The days moving just too fast for me. Sunshine, I gotta slow it right down. The days may be just too fast for me. Okay, so the next part, which we'll call the pre-chorus, we're going to be doing an F sharp minor, a D, and an A chord. Okay, that's going to go around 3 times. So I'll just sing that section so you can see how that gels together. So we got, I live my life, but the stars that shine. People say it's just a waste of time. But when they said I should fade my hair, that to me was just a day in bed. I'll take my car and I'll drive real far, not concerned about the way we are, okay? Then we're going to go to a G and then an E chord. So what we get is, in my mind, my dreams are real. Now you're concerned about the way I feel. Okay, and the chorus is a G, a D, an A. Little lift off going into that A sus2. So what we get is, tonight I'm a rock and roll star. Rock and roll star. I live my life in the city. Okay, so that all goes through again. We've got, you know, the verse, the pre-chorus and the chorus. And then we've got this little sort of guitar solo section. That's basically just going over the verse chords, the A, the D sus2, A, D sus2, and then the B minor, G, A. That would go around twice. Okay, so after that guitar solo, we just go back into the chorus again, which is the G, D, and the A. Tonight, I'm a rock and roll star. Into the D sus2. Tonight, I'm a rock and roll star. Tonight, I'm a rock and roll star. And then we're going to hold on the G chord. Okay, and then the outro is going from an E to a D. So it's just rock and roll. It's just rock and roll. It's just rock and roll. There on the E chord, okay? So that's pretty much the meat and potatoes of the song. Now the strumming pattern throughout this, it varies a little bit, but the strumming pattern which will get you through the song, I tend to use a down, down, up, down, up, down, up. That's a down, down, up, down, up, down, up. And keeping that consistent. Okay, that last section, you know, the outro, the E to the D, I tend to sort of emphasise it with downstrokes. So down, down, up, a little bit quicker there. And that's pretty much all you're going to need. Okay. Okay, so thanks very much for watching. Hope you all dug that. Hope you all enjoying this series celebrating that album. As I said, a very important album in my life, in a lot of people's lives as well. So it's, as I said, the 30th anniversary of that album. So, you know, where does 30 years go? But still sounds as fresh as a daisy today if you play. And as I said, in my opinion, this is one of the best sort of opening album tracks on a debut album of all time. So you all dig that. And I think playing it this way, capoed or acoustically, it works really well as well. So there we go. If you got any other requests for anything, doesn't have to be Oasis. I'm doing a lot, as I said, you know, the album tracks from that album, but anything 50s to modern day that's going to work well on an acoustic or an electric guitar. So the easiest way to put a request in is obviously comment in the comments below the video, or if you want to find me a personal message over on those social media platforms I suggested at the start of the video, you're very welcome to. I just always point out that I do get quite a lot of requests and I do have to sort of hemp it them a little bit. But don't let that put you off. Please do keep your requests coming, because that's what keeps this channel going, and it's very much appreciated. Another thing that's very much appreciated, I'll quickly mention it again, thanks everyone who's subscribed. If you are subscribed and you haven't done already, further way you could help me out and yourselves out is hitting that little notification bell. The Patreon thing, if you want to get the chords and lyrics to not only this song, pretty much everything I've done over the past 3 years, you know, it's all up there, and particularly all the Oasis stuff to celebrate this album. So there's a link to that in the comments, also a link in the description. And another way is the Super Thanks link if you'd like to make a small donation. Sorry about all this pointing. And another way that you could help me out, it doesn't cost you a penny. You know, if you dig what I do, please like and share my videos, tell your friends, tell your work colleagues, anyone you know plays guitar, please point them in my direction. I really appreciate that. So that just leaves me to say, whatever time of day it is you're watching, maybe morning, day, night, thank you very much, and I'll catch you all for lesson very soon. Take care.